friends. It's been a long time, and I'm on for lessons. This time I am going to tell you how to purchase a good tabla set. The most important part involved in playing a tabla or performing a tabla or practicing a tabla. Tabla purchasing is very essential. May it be a student, may it be a learner, or a starter, or a novice, or a performer, even a good artist needs a good tabla. So I have written down some points which are very important for purchasing a good tabla. Believe that understanding the thickness of the skin of the tabla is very important. So whenever you are going to a particular shop for buying a tabla set, don't just see how beautiful it is, how nice, means what kind of metal, or how nice it is being made, how nice it is being colored, how nice are the gattas and everything, how concentric is the CI, but the thickness of the skin is very important. Some starter tabla makers, or you can say not tabla makers but the dealers, they prefer taking tablas from the makers who are just starting or who are not professional at their work. So what they do is they use the same skin for the tabla which is being used for the baya. One secret thing I will tell you, that the baya skin which is being used in the baya or the dagga is thinner than the skin used in the tabla, the daya. So the daya skin is a bit thicker, and it gets usual with means the stretching and the drawing pattern is totally different from the baya skin. If you maximum skins of tabla and the baya or any Indian percussion might be, maximum skin work is done in Solapur or either in Banaras or some region of Banaras. Okay, so the skin of the baya has to be much thinner than that of the tabla. So how you will ensure that the skin is thinner when the baya is already done and it is already made to play? So believe that the skin of the baya is thinner. With the reverb, you itself will get to know that the skin of the baya is thinner. Another aspect of a baya, choosing a good baya is, or the dagga is, the concentric circles of the CI. If the CI is not made properly, the sustain wouldn't be that much. See, so it is an old baya, so the size of the chart or the size of the diameter of the baya is very important while purchasing the tabla. And when it comes to the daya, believe that hardwood such as Indian rosewood, which is we call red shisham or the black shisham, khair is totally rare nowadays, the khair wood, and the bijis are also. So believe that red shisham is always good for traveling purposes. If you are a traveling artist or a traveling student or a person who travels a lot, suppose if you are one day if you are in Mumbai, the next day you are in Indore, then the next day you are in Kolkata, so you can't carry the heavy black shisham. So I prefer that you should take the red shisham. And the weight of the baya, many people think that it should be of 7 kilos, 6 kilos, or the 5 kilo one, but I prefer that the baya should be maximum weighted up to a level of 3.5 kilos. That is the maximum limit. And believe that it should be the weight of that sheet the metal which is being used to prepare that baya, not the weight of the sheesh, the lead which the makers try to put it up here beneath this goodry. It shouldn't be the weight of the lead, it should be the weight of the sheet. So always prefer, or I recommend that you should always take the weight of the sheet, not the lead, or not the ring which is being inserted up here in this portion on the body. And remember, whenever you are asking a new baya to be made, this baya is not that much reverberating or not that much resonating, because I have cut it into a very thin portion of chart. I have left over it a thin portion of chart. The chart should be much thicker. So what happens is, when you are playing or when you are practicing a tabla, the tabla should be good in whatever you are practicing in it. Listening is very important, and the tabla making is very important, where it goes to the daya also, because the masala which is being applied on the tabla is applied, I can say, variably or differently for each artist. If you are going to a particular workshop of tabla for purchasing a tabla, such as Anwar Khan Sahab in Banaras, I've seen a small documentary over Anwar Khan Sahab. So when he prepares a tabla for somebody, he first checks, he gives a tabla set to a person, he plays something. So there he checks whether how much weight is he putting on the tabla to play, or how much stress is he putting on the tabla to play. So he figures out what kind of siyahi it should be for a particular artist. So the tabla is basically made according to the choice of a particular artist, or a particular player, or a particular student. You can't expect a mota siyahi or a very thick siyahi for a student who is just learning, because his confidence will gradually go down while he is practicing in that, because it is very tough to get sound on that thick siyahi. So the tabla making process is different in different places. It's totally different. I believe that whenever you are going for the first time to buy a tabla, I prefer and recommend that you should always take a artist or a advanced student or a professional teacher, it may be, or your guru. You should take your guru along with you, so that he figures out what is perfect and what is most recommended for you to purchase a tabla set. So the tabla set is very important. Apart from that, I believe that lessons are important, but many people asked what kind of tabla we should use to perform and all, and what should be the mic we should use. Believe me, whatever mic you use, it depends on the mixing or the processing which is being taking place while you are performing live. Okay, so the mixing is very important. So whatever tabla you are purchasing, believe that the gajara should be uniform with that of the chart. See, for instance, this tabla. So this tabla is made by Akbar Mia and brothers. So I prefer taking from them, because I think that my hand is somewhat familiar with their part of tabla making. But if you count out, there are many good tabla makers around the India, around our country. One is Mukta Das from Kolkata, Ramesh Das from Kolkata, Narayan Vadya Bhandar from Kolkata. From Banaras, if you may take Anwar Khan Sahab. Then from Delhi you can take Kasim Khan Sahab. Gullu tabla maker. He is a very good friend of mine. He is a very good tabla maker too. And from the Punjab and this Rajasthan side, you can go for Nagi and Sons. And from Mumbai, the great Haridas Vatkar. And from Hyderabad, Akbar Mia, brother. Others from Bangalore, Manjunath, tabla maker. From Pune, he's also a good friend of mine, Bharat Kakade. He's the son of, I think, Somnath Kakade. So these people are good tabla makers around there. So always believe that you should always have a good tabla set before starting or before trying to start or practice a tabla lessons. So good tabla is very important, otherwise the bowl or the thap wouldn't appear clear while you might find people saying that the the right hand is more important because it has got the sur in it rather than the left hand. But my guru has told me, I also myself was thinking that yes, I had a presumption that yes, only the right hand is more important, not the left hand. But I believe that the balance between two hands is very, very important and essential in playing tabla. Understanding the tabla is very important, or accepting the instrument whenever you are practicing in it. If you are practicing with a clear mind that yes, that composition will strike to you and you would be able to play that composition with clear hands, with ease, you will be able to play that composition with ease. So the main thing behind playing a composition or a hasta sadhan or a hand practice is to listening to yourself. First you have to listen yourself before playing. That is more important. Don't just you are playing the bowls correctly and you are playing it very if you are trying to play it refinedly, but you are not noticing on the hand placement, which is very vital in playing the tabla. Even in a faster tempo we forget that we need to place our hands in a specific position while playing the tabla. Don't go in a faster tempo initially. I believe that faster tempo is nothing to do with tabla playing. Basically, faster tempo just shows that how good you are at your riyas. Understanding the sound syllable. If you are playing a te, it should satisfy you as a te when you are playing. It shouldn't be the te of the person who is playing beside you or sitting beside you or as your guru. The te should satisfy your ears. You shouldn't play should play te, re, or tira, whatever it may be. Te, re, ke, ta, ka. So these things should be clear, and even if you are playing at a faster tempo, the clarity of these bowls should be maintained with the balance in two hands. Ke, te, ta, ka, te, re, ke, te. Maintaining the balance between two hands. Te, re, ke, te, ta, ka, te, re, ke, te, ta. Remember that the placement of this ring finger and near this corner of the siyahi is very important in playing the tabla. Why, I will explain you a bit later. So this te, re, ke, te, ta hand placement is very important, and the te and re should come in the center while playing. Might be te or te re. So you should have a hard hitting and a low hitting. So you should understand how hard you can hit, how smoothly you can hit. So after the syllables, so I will, after this class, I will give you some exercises, and it is very important to listen or to take an inspiration from, may it be anyone, may it be a legend of a tabla, or may it be a small kid, because kids, they tend to pick up very fast. They tend to grab the lessons of the tabla very quickly as compared to a elderly person. So you have to be view, or you have to, I can say that you have to watch very keenly the hand placements of other tabla players, whoever it is, may it be a kid or a elderly person. And it is very important to have the tabla knowledge, the understanding of the bowl. You shouldn't just practically play te re ke te sa ga te re ke te sa ga. Why? Because sir has told to do that. For kids, I exempt, because they are in a learning process, which whatever the guru says, they have to follow it. The slow practice, the balance of sound is very important. Whatever you are playing, may it be slower tempo, do enjoy the playing it. Re, re, ke, re, sa, re, re, ke, re, ke, re, sa. Then you can shift up to 8 matra or 8 letters jointly. Te, re, ke, te. After that, you can create something of your own when you have acquired those syllables in your mind or your thinking. So or why thigh is kept like this is a very important trick, I believe it can be said, because I follow a lot Mr. David Courtney. Thanks to him, sir. Thank you, David, sir, for letting us know the scientific significance of placing the na out there. So I would pour off some powder on the tabla and show you the magic. If you are not placing the ring finger or the placement of the ta properly, it is believed that this part is tuned, this part is tuned, this is detuned, and this is detuned. So that's why the tak being, if you are placing the finger here, the tak is placing here, it goes muted. So while you are playing the ta, see what happens, a straight line goes through this. And how to prove it? Through this powder experiment. You can see right there, this part. Again we'll try out. Once again, from this angle. There's a straight line out there. I believe that I am not perfect in playing the ta, I believe. So there's a straight line of the powder. So the tabla oscillates in this movement. swings in this movement. So it is very important to play tabla with the proper hand placement, then only you can understand the advanced playing techniques of the tabla. Thank you.